3 years ago, this was the Rocky Mile hill climb at the Kosciuszko Killer Hard Enduro. Dry, dusty, absolute chaos. This year, it's wet, muddy and slippery. Hard Enduro heaven. Yeah! Is this Australia's longest hard enduro climb? I don't know, but it feels like it. Grab some popcorn, everyone. This is an 18-minute video with lots of hill climbing advice. The first part of the climb is easy. That's Jeff in front of me. We are sweep riders, so we ride at the back of the group and help the riders who are struggling. This off-camber section is quite steep. If you fall to the right, it would be very hard getting your bike up to the track again in these conditions. It's chilling now. We're right at the tail end of the pack, so people are taking it easy on this climb, thankfully. There is constant light rain, so it's difficult to keep the camera lens dry. Windstream wiper. I don't know how good this footage is going to look, guys. So much moisture around. This is still an easy section of the hill climb. Many riders have already returned because they have burned out their clutch, small injuries, or they simply couldn't finish the hill climb. If riders are struggling at this point, they will have huge problems with the very tough sections in a few minutes. Hello? If you enter a hard enduro event, it is very important to have some basic hill climb skills. The chaos begins! Woo! Yeah, man! Woo! Great to see a lot of people here for the first time. I am loving the grunt of this Sherco 300. Low engine revs means more traction, and this engine can easily chug up hills just above idle speed. Good clutch control is important too. Slow hill climbs require a lot of clutch slipping. It's great to see more women at these hard enduro events each year. I think this is Cara, who had some trials coaching to prepare for this event. I leave the track to get around these riders. Hard enduro coaches say it's important to think outside the box. Don't just follow the same tracks as everyone else, look for alternatives. Cara keeps her body to the rear of the bike for traction. Leg paddling helps with balance, but keep your weight on that rear tyre. You're doing well.
Thank Thank you. Lots of paddling.
Yeah, it's the way. If you do a seat bounce just as you let the clutch out,
Yes.
it'll not often jump out of the hole. Yeah! Oh, sorry, but I mean,
Don't drop it.
but that was great. You actually jumped out of the hole. That was brilliant.
Thank you.
Low air pressure makes a huge difference. I think it's more important than your choice of tyre. We use the tubeless system with only 3 psi. The result, ridiculous amounts of traction. Oh, I was going to say, he charges $50 for help, so think it through before you sign. Nicely done, you passed it. That's the important thing. If you use tubes, you can reduce your air pressure to 5 psi for tough hill climbs. Go girl. Woo! Yeah! Then use a small pump to inflate the tube again at the summit. Ensure you have good rim locks fitted. Like a pro, she's doing really well. Momentum is very important. You don't need a lot of speed for this hill climb, but it's important to keep moving. If you stop, it's difficult to regain that momentum and it can drain your energy quickly. If you stop, there are some great techniques to get moving again. The seat bounce, very useful. We cover various techniques in our training vid, traction tips when stuck. The little seat bounce, if you can manage it, as you let the clutch out, boomper. Yeah. And again, another seat bounce. Yeah, way to go. Seat bounce makes a hell of a difference. Keep your weight on that rear wheel. You can see he loses traction the moment he takes his weight off the seat. This rider weights the rear wheel. You can see the difference. If you are stuck on an obstacle, move backwards to provide more run-up and speed. Actually, Tara, just go, look back and see how much more run-up you can get. You can get about an extra 20 centimetres. Yeah, that's good. You'll probably get it now. Ah, close. We'll do a double. We'll just ease it up. You got it? Sweet.
Gotcha, don't worry.
Yeah, just take your time. And take a break if you want to. You'll want them.
Yeah, everyone's going like that. The girls got it before.
Just checking, see rocks in front of the rear wheel. So if Tara does a seat bounce, she'll get straight in. Yeah, that's good. You're off them now. That's good. Have you done pivot turns before? No worries. What you can do, if you do your little seat bounce, but deliberately steer that way, just a little bit, and it should just clear you round. Yeah, that's good. And again, pull back on the bar. Yeah, that's good. And turn your front wheel in that direction a bit. Yeah, nice. The thing about old tyres, you can just push the tyre back on with your boots. Yeah, that's an old moose. Nicely done. That's a pretty hard one to get over. Yeah, that's good. She's all lined up now. Yeah, so if you stick this way, you just got your 2 tight turns there. Don't rush. Women often have this advantage. Guys tend to just throw themselves at difficult sections and hope for the best. Yeah, nice. Nice work. Well done. So you can see you got a rock here it'll spin on. If you game, just go straight ahead initially and you'll get grip. Whereas if you go to the right, the rear wheel's just going to spin up. That's it. Holy shit. I was going to say, I don't think you'll get over both of those. Well done.
My legs are a little longer.
Yeah. Back another 30 centimetres and you'll get even more run up, if that helps. Yeah, that looks good. No rocks in the way. Man, she was just saying she's learning trials with one of the A-grade riders I used to hang out with, and you can see it by the way she's staying on the foot pegs a lot. Sorry?
I think they should come up this track.
Yeah. Down there and head up a bit. Here is the most difficult section of the hill climb. Gee, multiple lines. There are various tracks. Some tracks look easier, but this always means they are much steeper further up the hill. This track is a good example. Easy at the beginning, then far too steep. How you going?
No good. Cooked it. She not happy at all. The fan stopped working. I don't know when.
Bugger.
No, I've got like a minute run time.
Nah, she's too loose.
Oh yeah.
Bugger. I turn around and take an alternative track. Good pivot turn. Always check in front of the front wheel. Some difficult rocks and tree roots. I keep the engine revs low and slip the clutch. Too many riders were revving their bikes and dropping the clutch on these sections. The end result, out of control motorbikes, digging holes and plenty of crashes. Sweep riders must ensure we aren't blocking other racers, but with a traffic jam ahead, I can't do much. It's the best I can do. The next 2 minutes, we are showered with rocks and mud. In most situations, the moment your rear wheel spins, you are making a mistake. Learn how to get good traction and you will rarely spin that rear wheel. This rider has the right idea. He helps the other rider. If someone does help you, remember to reciprocate. We were shocked at the number of riders who didn't return the favour. And many riders don't even say thanks when you spend 5 minutes helping them in a difficult section. Learn some manners, people. Chaos. Aussie chaos. Guys, just copping so much roost in the face.
trying to get out of your way.
A 4-stroke. You don't see many 4-strokes at these events. Thankfully, it's a very cold day, so he can hopefully avoid overheating the engine.
Nice one, mate.
This is exhausting. I am glad there were so many traffic jams which forced me to stop. I can only ride for about 1 minute before I am out of breath again. This is a really tough sport as you get close to 60 years old. I am using every technique possible to conserve energy. Race pace is very important for young riders too. If you ride too aggressively, you will rapidly become exhausted and make mistakes. It is very important to ride at a steady pace with minimal stops if possible. At my age, you just stop every minute. I think this is Cara ahead. She is riding really well and is close to the summit.
Okay. Go. Oh, shit, sorry. I was trying to pull from the centre, but it's a bit slippery.
She goes back down the hill to maximise momentum.
You can go that way a little bit and turn, but if you do drop it, you're dropping on high ground, but otherwise just front on, whatever feels better. Sorry. Go. Sorry, I was trying not to... I was trying to grab your hip. I don't know where I grabbed. No worries. Congratulations!
Oh, get up there.
This is the summit. That's the summit. There'd normally be an amazing view there. And, we're probably going to have to get going home soon, so no chance of doing a full lap. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the ride, guys.
I hope you enjoyed the Rocky Mile. We have more Kosciuszko Killer vids coming.